Hi guys, and welcome back to another tarot video on my channel. In today's pick a card reading, we're gonna talk about soulmates. Specifically the next soulmate that's gonna come into your life. And I just want to say that soulmates don't have to be romantical all the time. Like a soulmate is just generally someone who has a purpose in our life, who has a task. It can be, someone that is a friend. It can be a teacher, not a literal teacher, but some kind of authoritative figure. It can be a romantic partner, of course, but I don't want to I don't want to specify that, so we can leave it open for the reading. So we have 3 groups today. These are the cards, the groups that you can choose from. If you like to choose just from the cards, you can stop the video right there. I'm gonna put some objects over the groups right now. Okay, so today we have vanilla scented candles. I don't know why, but it seemed fitting in some way. I don't know. Group 1 is gonna have this white vanilla scented candle. I don't know, guys. My flatmates just say that they all smell the same, but for me there's some kind of differences between the candles. This white one kind of smells like this typical vanilla yogurt, just anything that you do with vanilla that has vanilla already in it. I don't know, it's this kind of innocent vanilla. Otherwise, we have group 2 with this, I don't know, it's kind of this strawberry vanilla color, and also it smells kind of like strawberry vanilla. It has this kind of fruity touch to it, group 2. And group 3 has this brown vanilla scented candle, and this one really smelled like cake when it comes fresh out of the oven. And you have vanilla how's it called, vanilla dough that you made it with. I don't know. So these are 3 vanilla scented candles, and if you need more time to choose from a group right now, then you can pause the video right here. If you want to know which tarot and oracle cards we're going to be using, then you can stick around. Otherwise, you can now scroll down to the description box and all the comments and pick your group, your timestamp, and I see you in your reading. For the ones who want to know which tarot and oracle decks we're going to be using, we have the Light Seers Tarot today by Chris N, and we'll have 5 different oracle decks today. It's a bit much, but I wanted to be as specific as possible. I wanted to make an in-depth reading. So we have the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland today, also the Threads of Fate oracle, the Shadow edition. We'll have the Spirit Animal oracle by Colette Baron Reed, and the Starseed oracle by Rebecca Campbell, and my beautifully self-drawn box for the Hermit Tarot, the Channel Messages deck. So these are gonna be the oracle and tarot decks for this reading. And now now you can scroll down to the description box if you want to, and I see you guys in your reading. Hi group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this white vanilla scented candle, then you are right here. I put your candle to the side for now, and we take a look at your tarot and oracle cards, asking spirits who is the next soulmate that's gonna come into your life, and what is their purpose in it gonna be, Okay, come here. So for you, the first tarot card that came out was the World in reverse. Then group 1, we have the Queen of Cups for you, the Page of Cups, awesome. Then we have the 8 of Swords, and last but not least, we got the 4 of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna get all your cards out first and then we're gonna talk about them, okay? There's no space whatsoever for these cards. Okay, then for your animal card, your animal spirit card, you know, we got the number 25, the elephant spirit. Learn from the past. Okay. Then we have your Threads of Fate Oracle card. I hope you can see this beautiful imagery. The revolutionary we have here. Then for your, for your Monology card, we got a full moon Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. But it was in reverse, which is interesting because usually I don't take reversals in this deck. But we see. Yeah, and the last card, your Starseed Oracle card, we got Wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Woven. Such a weird word. Woven. Okay, so group 1. I can already say the next soulmate that's going to come into your life, group 1, is going to be someone that will kind of stir up your past a little bit. I'm not only saying this because of the elephant spirit here, but yeah, there's definitely gonna happen, like something is gonna happen that will cause you to look into your past again, and because you haven't done that in a little while. This soulmate is gonna come in at a time where, you know, things might seem as, you know, they are at a standstill, you know, and nothing is kind of like, nothing is moving forward, nothing is moving backwards, and it's kind of like, yeah, you can't really move to the next thing, to the next circle. Like the world is always about completing something and starting, you know, something new, starting a new cycle, starting a new challenge, a new chapter in your life. And this soulmate is gonna come in when this is not happening. You know, when it's just kind of like nothing for a little while, for a little too long. And this might be in a very specific situation, like not life generally, but I think it could be something with your relationships. It could be a specific romantic relationship, or just, you know, relationships in general, with your family, with friends, or with your partner, because we have so many cups here, and the Page of Cups, the Queen of yeah, it's like something in your love life, or, you know, your relationships in general, is not quite moving forward. They're like the same problems keep resurfacing. Resurface. No, it's right? Resurfacing. That doesn't sound right. Resurfacing. Anyways, like the same problems are gonna resurface again and again. With the Four of Cups here, this is a feeling of, you know, emptiness, something like not really depression, but a kind of sadness that you can't explain. It's feeling unfulfilled, basically, in your relationships. So if you take a look at this girl, right, she's sitting there with all these empty cups, and there's a hand here, I've never seen this before actually, who's, you know, trying to give to her this new full cup, but she's kind of like not really looking at it, she's kind of ignoring it, she's not really accepting it. And this is kind of like, you know, having opportunities in life, but you know, not wanting them, not wanting to go after them, not feeling happy taking them as chances, as opportunities. And I think this is how you are gonna feel when the soulmate is gonna come in. Like there's gonna be some kind of emptiness that you kind of blame on the people around you, not really consciously, but maybe subconsciously. But actually, it's all about you, right? It's most of the time it's all about you because of the Eight of Swords here. This is kind of like self-entrapment, okay? You've built yourself some kind of cage, some kind of prison where you know, only look at a specific choice of things in your life. It's hard to explain, but if you take a look at your relationships, you're always gonna approach relationships based on the experiences that you had in your past with them. The first real relationship, an important relationship we built with our parents, right? And if there was like some kind of problems in the relationships with your parents, I mean, there's always something, right? We all know there's always something. Then we'll take these things, if we don't heal them and if we don't address them, we take them into relationships that we have as adults and as teenagers. And yeah, it's gonna go on for so long until we heal these old things. And until then, they're gonna repeat and repeat again, like the world card, you know. But right now, not right now, but at the time when the soulmate is gonna come in, yeah, you will feel like it's kind of pointless what you're doing. You're gonna end up in the same situation again and again. If it comes to your friendships, if it comes to your relationships, maybe you have the experience that, you know, friends are just leaving you, or you know, you never get a romantic partner, you know, it's always ending the same way. It's just the same thing happens over and over again with different people, and you blame it on them, or you blame it on life, or you're just kind of sitting there not knowing who or what to blame. But this soulmate is gonna kind of come in to show you what you've been missing, basically. Because with the elephant spirit, elephants are here to, you know, they are not necessarily very old. Please ignore the siren. This is a regular thing in my town. They are very loud. They are here to remind us of the past, you know, to take everything that happens in our life in as, you know, part of ourselves. It's not about, you know, choosing single memories and just taking these kind of specific things as part of ourselves and neglecting the whole things that weren't that good, and you know, just not accepting them as part of our past. But the elephant spirit is kind of here to, you know, remind us that everything that happened in our past is part of ourselves, and if we, you know, learn from it, we can use it to empower ourselves. We can use it to write our own story again. And it's not about, just choosing to own these things that were good, but choosing to, you know, take it all and to validate all aspects of our past and ourselves. And this is what the soulmate is gonna start in you. With the revolutionary card here, group 1, it's kind of like this feeling of being empowered. Like this soulmate is gonna make you feel really good. And I'm not sure if it's gonna come in like as a romantical partner. It could be with a Page of Cups here, but I don't think that it's meant to be like a romantical relationship that you two are like, maybe. I'm not saying that's not gonna happen, but I don't think this is the true purpose here. I think the true purpose is, you know, for this soulmate to come in, show you that, you know, it's not about just the big picture, it's not about just details, about finding a balance and, you know, taking all these things as part of yourselves and accepting them and trying to heal them, and then stepping forward out of it with new confidence. And then the soulmate is basically gonna, you know, leave. Maybe. I don't think this is gonna be someone who is in your life forever. Also, like, although it could be that, you know, you two remain friends, you two remain in contact, you never know. But for now, I see it as someone who is gonna be there temporary and who will like start this kind of fire in you. You know, the revolutionary on this card, you see this hand who's holding a torch. And the revolutionary, when it's in balance, it's very, very empowering. It's a leader that, you know, knows how to empower their followers. And when it's unbalanced, it can become oppressive and, yeah, harsh. And I don't think that this is what's gonna happen, but I think maybe the lessons that you're gonna learn from this soulmate are gonna feel very harsh. And this is why, because there's a lot of emotion entangled here. I had this experience actually that, you know, there was a soulmate coming into my life and I was thinking, you know, it's a romantical soulmate, like it's someone, you know, I fell in love with them, and in the end it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be this kind of relationship, and it was hard to accept that in the beginning. But you know, I've learned my lesson from that, and I've learned the lesson that I was supposed to learn. I guess, I hope so. I really hope so. So, for you, group 1, with the full moon in Sagittarius, reversed is actually fitting, I think, for your situation, because looking at the bigger picture is not what's gonna do the trick here. When it comes to your past, I think there's something, some kind of tradition, some kind of trauma, some kind of relationship, maybe with your parents or some other kind of authoritative figure, or some kind of friend that you had in your past, in your childhood, that, you know, has bad karma. Not bad karma, but it has something that you haven't healed, an aspect that is gonna show up in your life again and again until you have addressed it. And in this case, you have to look a little bit at the details, but don't get lost in them. And this is the trick, you know, finding the balance between, you know, being obsessed with the details and just looking at the big picture, because you might miss something. And also, because it's a full moon in Sagittarius, it tells me that this is a process that should have ended. Like, this is a process that's supposed to end. And it's funny that the full moon is in reverse and the world is in reverse, because it tells me that this process was supposed to end already, actually, and the soulmate is kind of coming in for you, you know, to finally get you out of this kind of empty state. You know, they're just gonna come in as some kind of knight, you know, reaching out to you, you know, giving you this, maybe not this cup, but they're gonna reach out and take your hand, and they're gonna show you, like, you know, your past is not bad. Whatever it is that you haven't addressed here, it's not something that's gonna ruin you. It's not something that's gonna take you down or that's gonna define your life forever. It's something that you can own if you take it as a part of yourself and stop, you know, blinding yourself about it. And yeah, but still, I get a lot of flirtatious energy here. So with the soulmate is gonna come in. Like, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, a male or a female. The Page of Cups, it's like, there's no tarot, like genders in tarot. It's not really important. It's about the energy, because we both, like, all of us hold both masculine, both feminine energy within us. So the Queen of Cups can be a male person, the Page of Cups can be a female person, but I see the Queen of Cups as, well, I kind of see it as your soulmate. Actually, I was gonna say that I see it as you, but actually I'm gonna see it as your soulmate. Being very balanced with their emotions, like being very on track when it comes to healing relationships and when it comes to working on relationships. The soulmate might have more experience than you when it comes to, you know, romance, or just friends, I don't know. Or they might have, you know, a bigger friend group, or just has dealt with more, you know, friendship endings. You know, these are bad as well. Like, not only breakups are bad, but also when a friendship ends, it can hurt a lot. And I see you as a Page of Cups here, you know, just even if you kind of feel empty, and even if you don't know where things are going from here, when the soulmate is going to come in, you still are very hopeful, you still are very curious, you still are very, you still want to be very passionate, because you are someone who enjoys, you know, feeling happy, who enjoys, I mean, who doesn't, but enjoys feeling flirty, enjoys being, like, feeling contained in a relationship, if it's a romantic one, or if it's like a friendship or relationship that you have to your parents. And yeah, I think the soulmate is kind of open your eyes in a kind of harsh way to, you know, it's not about it's not all about just moving on to new people all the time, but it's about, you know, addressing the old friendships and relationships until you figure out, you know, maybe what went wrong or why things happened the way they happened. If they put you down, then there might be a way of, you know, healing those aspects so you can, you know, move forward in your life with it. Okay. Yeah, and this is also what this card is talking about. You know, it's not yet time. Like, things are being woven. It's not time to move on to like new people. So it sounds strange actually, but no, it's kind of telling you, you know, when the soulmate is gonna come in, they're gonna teach you to take a step back and to look at your past and to really work with it. And it's not important that you know all the details yet. It's not important that you know the outcome of every situation yet. Most of the times, all the details, the outcome is still open. You know, it's all just potential. And we are the ones who create the outcome in the end. Yeah. Whew. Okay, so another siren. What I want to do, group one, at the end of this reading is to get some channeled messages from this soulmate. And yeah, this is what we're gonna do now with the channeled messages oracle deck from the Hermit Tarot. So, group one. Wait till I have asked my question. Group one. The next soulmate is gonna come in for group one. The next soulmate is gonna come in for group one. If they could say anything to group one right now, what would they say? If they could say anything to group one right now, what would they say? Soulmate is gonna come into group one's life next. Okay, so we have seek professional advice. Okay, if they could say anything to group one right now, the soulmate, what would they say? Okay, we have I just want space. If they could say anything to group one right now, what would they say? What would they say? Soulmate who's gonna come next. Okay, okay. We have I lie awake thinking about our future. Okay, so group one, what I can see here. This is basically confirming what I said. This person's gonna come in very harsh with this truth about, you know, taking lead over your past. There may be a professional themselves. So it could be a teacher, it could be like a therapist or someone, like something that, you know, who's going to turn out as your soulmate, as one of your soulmates. Or it could just be that, you know, your soulmate is kind of asking you to, if you need help right now, if you need help anytime, don't be shy, like seek out professional advice if you need it. So you're not alone in this. Basically, they're saying you're not alone in this, and until they're gonna come in, you're very welcome to seek out professional advice if you need it. Okay, so just be honest with yourself about it. With I just want space. I think this might not be the time where the soulmate is gonna come in. Like this could be just saying 6 months from now, 6 weeks from now. I don't think it's 6 years from now because it seems kind of far away for a tarot reading. I just see that I just want space. You know, it's some kind of expansion. You know, space not in a physical sense, but in a mental sense, like in a spiritual sense. Like they want expansion, and they want that for you as well. This is why they're very, you know, worried about, you know, you, how do I put this? You know, but you getting the best out of every opportunity, Even if you're still struggling with relationships, even if it's still something that holds you back, whatever happened in your past there, whatever aspect of some kind of relationship in your childhood or in your past in general is kind of holding you back, they want for you to expand beyond that. And they want that for themselves as well. Because remember, like, soulmates are always reflections of ourselves, so they will have a similar story to you. Like in when it comes to this aspect of healing, they will have some similar experiences. So they might be going through whatever this is themselves right now, so they can later come in and help you with it. And with I Lie Awake, thinking about our future, this is exactly like they are revolutionary. So they think long term, they think about a better future, they think about, you know, what's best for every single person and what's best for the collective. So this is also why they are coming in for you to look at your past so that you can then step out and create a better future for yourself. So with these cards, they're really just saying, you know, they're doing their best to learn and practice for you to come, like, for them to come in later and help you out with it. And until then, they hope that you can, you know, ask for advice if you need it, and that you can, you know, try to expand yourself a little bit and not just, you know, sit there in apathy, but you know, do something about the things that trigger you and the things that, you know, put you down. In terms of signs, like we had a lot of cups here, so this person could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We also had Sagittarius here, so they could have Sagittarius in the chart. Don't have to, as I said, like, this is all just you know, these are all just suggestions. English is hard. Suggestions. Yeah, but this person in general is very empathetic and, yeah, very strong. So they give me Cancer energy when I'm honest, because Cancer is not only empathetic and very in tune with their emotions and, you know, with the emotions of others, but they're also like this mama bear energy, like they are kind of still the leader of the group. You know, who everyone comes to for advice and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing, group 1. I hope you like this reading. Just so you know, you can give the video a like. If you want to check out more tarot videos of mine, I post tarot videos every Saturday. Not last Saturday, because this was a not so nice week for me, so I didn't post then, but usually every Saturday. I'm gonna link one video over here for you to check out. And if you don't think this was your pile, you're very welcome to go back and choose another one if you want to. And if not, group 1, I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye. Hello and welcome. If you chose this strawberry colored vanilla scented candle, then this is gonna be your reading. Group 2. I'm gonna put your candle to the side for now, and I'm gonna take a look at your tarot and oracle cards. Asking spirits, who is the next soulmate that's gonna come into your life, and what is their purpose in it going to be? So the first tarot card that came out for you, group 2, is the 3 of Cups. Aww, I like that already. Then we got Temperance, Major Arcana here. The Knight of Pentacles for you. I'm gonna get all your cards out and lay them out, and then I'm gonna talk about it, okay? And then we have the 4 of Pentacles for you, group 2. And the 9 of Swords. Okay. And for your spirit animal card, we have the number 13, the Cat Spirit. Claim your independence. Okay. Then for your Threads of Fate oracle card, I hope you can see these beautiful golden threads. We have the Shadow. Then for your Monology card, we have the Blue Moon, Belief in the Impossible. And for your Starseed oracle card, the Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay. So group 2. I can say already that the soulmate that's gonna come in for you next is gonna be part of your friend group. Like, it's gonna be a very good friend of yours. They may be part of your friend group already, group 2, or they just be like a very good friend to you. 3 of Cups is all about, you know, celebration, friendship. It's a very happy, very beautiful card to me. And I really like this card in this deck also because it's kind of so, I don't know, there's so many stars, so many sparkles on these cards. Yeah, they're gonna be a good friend to you, and the way that it looks, they're gonna teach you a very big lesson. There's a lot of stuff included here, but there's like a major topic that's going through your connection group 2, and this is kind of like, you know, taking risks. This is the way I could put it. It's kind of like, you know, stepping out of your comfort zone. It's basically this question, freedom versus safety, like security. Do you choose security or do you choose freedom? This is kind of the basic question here. With the cat spirit being the spirit animal oracle card here for your soulmate. You know, it's kind of like representing your soulmate. This tells me that the soulmate is going to come in for you to teach you, you know, taking risks, to be more independent, to know your self-worth, to respect yourself, to love yourself. It's kind of like this reminder that you don't owe anybody anything, and you're not, like, you are your own person, and it's totally okay for you if you don't feel like talking, if you don't feel like being around people, if you want to do something for yourself, if you want to, you know, follow a certain path, then it's totally okay to be a little bit independent here, and also to trust your senses and to trust your intuition. You know, the cat, it's kind of funny because I always think when I see the 13, it was, for so long, it was considered like an unlucky number, and also in like, not in comparison, but in connection with cats, you saw like a black cat moving from left to right, I think, which is totally stupid. Then it was like an unlucky thing. It brought bad luck. And you know, the cat spirit is actually one of the most spiritual animals out there. Like, they're so in tune with you know, their spiritual self that they are really seeing through the veil. So cat spirits is very spiritual. And yeah, in this case, it's about the aspect of independence from you, like doing what you want to do, group 2. And yeah, I think that this soulmate is going to come in at a time where there is an opportunity opening up for you, like a very rare opportunity, and it would involve you taking a risk that you're not, you know, very comfortable taking. But with the blue moon here, believe in the impossible. It's something that's not going to come around again so fast. It's something that is really, really full of potential. If you know the saying, once in a blue moon, like something happens only once in a blue moon, it's basically saying something is very rare, like something is, yeah, you know, almost impossible to happen, but it's still happening. Like, usually I think we have between every equinox and solstice, if you don't know that, 3 full moons, and sometimes there's a 4th full moon, and this is like a blue moon. So it's a very rare thing to happen, a very rare event, and this is why the saying exists. So this soulmate is basically gonna nudge you into taking this risk, you know, taking this opportunity for yourself, because it's what you want to do, and it's not about security. It's about, you know, taking a risk. It's about going into the unknown without feeling afraid. And I think there's something at this point where the soulmate is going to come in, or, you know, teaching you this lesson. They may be already in your life, maybe already part of your fan group. Then, you know, it's going to happen at a time where, you know, this opportunity occurs or is about to occur. And it's going to be at a time where you put your security over your freedom, over your happiness, basically. And this might be something that has stuck to you from your past, from your childhood. Like, Maybe your parents were all about, security, about, it's very important to be financially stable, and happiness comes after that. Freedom comes after that. You can't travel if you don't have, a certain amount of savings to secure you, something like that. It's about this kind of topic. And it's very interesting to me that the shadow card is here. But, we're gonna talk first about the tarot cards. Excuse me. With Temperance here, group 2. This is interesting that it's gonna come out, that this came out. To me, it's interesting. Because I think, Temperance is about patience, right? So, like waiting for divine timing, basically. So for me, it's saying that, yeah, the soulmate may be already part of your life, but this lesson is maybe not here already. It's basically coming in divine timing. And it's also about you being patient, because you're not happy where you are in this, dilemma of security and freedom and happiness. You're not happy there. And it's about, not making any radical changes, but, to go with your intuition, to go with your senses. It's about a calculated risk, but still a risk. It's about, trying to, like, learning to trust yourself again, basically. And I think you're kind of at the point where you would take a risk too quickly if you don't look out for yourself. And it would be out of the wrong reasons. It would be out of trust issues. That I sense trust issues here with yourself, like a lack of self-worth, basically. And this person is, opening your eyes to your lack of self-worth. Because what happens if we don't trust ourselves, right? We will take steps. We will not take steps in a certain direction because we think we're gonna mess it up, and we'll take steps in another direction that we think, that's secure, that there can't mess up anything, and rather stick to the ways that the people I trust stuck to, and that they, recommending to me, instead of doing things that I want to do. This is what a lack of self-trust does to us, that we just kind of living for other people and living the ways of other people instead of, doing what we want. And yeah, so this is an opportunity that's going to rise at this timing, at this time when, you got to learn to trust yourself again. Because the Four of Pentacles here, group 2. The Four of Pentacles is talking about, greed. It's talking about, lack of trust, basically. This person, this woman, she's like holding her pentacles so close to her heart, and she's kind of running away from the city, right? She's kind of like wanting it all for herself. And it's not always greed, but it's also like a lack of trust in anyone or anything. And also, if you always set for security, stability, instead of, some risk that we're gonna take, it's just secure, but it's not real. Like, we never have real security or stability. Like, this is an illusion. Like, what can happen? Like, if we have a certain amount of savings, and I don't know, next thing you know, money has lost all its worth. What are we gonna do then? Like, the safety, the security is an illusion. Even a home is not secure. It's not a it doesn't, give you anything when the storm is gonna come, or the next flood is gonna come, and then your home is destroyed. I mean, anything could happen these days, and nothing is secure. You're never secured, and this is part of life, right? So this kind of obsession over being secure, over being stable, and just not taking any risks at all, it doesn't make you happy, group 2. I can see that here in the Nine of Swords. It's driving you crazy a little bit, because this is not a way of being. I don't think that it is your way of being. I think you adapted it from someone else. Maybe your parents, maybe some kind of authoritative figure. Somehow it's not your own, but it's part of you. And it still has to be addressed, basically. So this friend, this soulmate, is gonna come in kind of like a teacher, okay? And it's gonna be somehow like, in this specific situation, it's gonna be kind of like a student-teacher situationship. Not literally, but it was gonna feel like that with the Knight of Pentacles here. And this person is going to be very patient with you. They're going to be very empathetic. Okay, so if you open up to them, if you listen to them, then they're going to be able to help you to, you know, take a calculated risk here, and definitely step into this opportunity. They're going to basically open your eyes to, you know, the way that you have neglected yourself. Not in an abusive way, like don't take it too harshly, not too seriously. I'm just saying, if you don't take care of yourself, you don't, you know, learn to love yourself, it's kind of like neglect. If you don't trust yourself, then you're not acting in your best interest. And it's somehow, maybe it's a strong word, neglect, but it's kind of like it is, right? And with the shadow here, now we're talking about the shadow. Group 2. It's basically the shadow work card, right? I'm talking about shadow work a lot, but this is something to be addressed. You know, this lack of self-trust and this kind of obsession with security and stability. You know, it's a shadow aspect somehow, and somehow it needs to be addressed. If you're interested in shadow work, group 2, if you don't know where to start, there are a lot of great sources out there. I would recommend Tia Swan. She is a spiritual teacher, I think. That's how you call it. And also I do have some, I think 1 or 2 videos on shadow work on my channel. And there's gonna be more in the future. So if you are interested in that, you know, you can check out these, you can check out Tia Swan. She is very, very honest about that. So if you want the honest, if you want the hard, cold truth, then you should, you know, check out her teachings. She's on YouTube as well. With this shadow card, you can see this is a bat, right? You can see this. Maybe it's more clear if I turn it upside. No, it's not. This is a bat. So, and what do you know about bats? Like, they are creatures of the night, like right, the creatures of the dark. Basically, they're not using their eyes to fly around. They have this how's it called, the echolocation. Like they'll navigate themselves through the sounds that they make. And I think this is kind of resembled in these lines. I don't know, kind of looks like it. And yeah, this is basically shadow work as well. Like, you don't have your senses. You're not really knowing where you go, where you're gonna come out in the end when you start shadow work. It's basically like jumping into the unknown. But you still have your intuition. You still have some kind of pathway that you can follow. It's not echolocation, obviously. But you, as soon as you start, you're gonna come out somewhere. And it's never, you know, wasted time or anything. So I'm definitely gonna be triggering a lot of shadow aspects in you, the soulmate. And they're gonna trigger you into starting shadow work, like actively, you know, consciously. This is a good thing. And you're gonna need it if you wanna, you know, break out of these cycles of, you know, of these two. The cycle of, you know, choosing security over yourself, basically, over your dreams. Okay, this is also what I talked about with the cat spirit, right? Being more independent, being, you know, trusting yourself to be able to take a risk. And you're always gonna be rewarded for this. Like, even small failures, like temporary failures, they can be the cause for even greater successes in the end. So it's, you know, you never fail completely at something. It's always a step forward. Anyways, and with the Star Keeper card here, to talk about that in the end, group 2, the cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. It's basically reminding you that, you know, you're not of this world, you're just you know, you're coming from somewhere else. The Star Keepers basically saying that you know, you are here to expand and grow individually, but also as part of a collective consciousness. So sometimes there may be things that you want to do that don't make sense, like taking risk, doing like not perceiving, you know, going after certain opportunities, leaving a country, like moving somewhere else, visiting places, and sometimes it's just a nudge, sometimes it's just a little you know, you don't know where this desire comes from, but it's basically something that has stayed with you over the, you know, the span of your life, and maybe even beyond lifetimes that you've lived on Earth. And also, this card could be like an indicator of this soulmate being an ancestor of yours. Could be, doesn't have to be. But I think you would know group 2 is something that you just feel somehow if something like that is the case. So this soulmate could be an ancestor of yours, and if not, it's just, you know, here to remind you that you are meant to grow and you're meant to expand, and this is not gonna happen by just sitting in your own four walls, okay? You're gonna come out eventually. And it's still very important to stay grounded. I mean, you got this right. We have a lot of earth energy here, okay? And staying grounded, you know, being in tune with yourself, with nature, with, you know, with this life on earth as we experience it, it's still very important. But, you know, we gotta stretch ourselves not only into the I don't know what I'm saying right now. Not only into, you know, the ground, like staying grounded, but also into the sky. Like there's so much more than just, you know, the place where you're at right now. I just wanna get you to get out of your comfort zone, basically. Group 2. This person is gonna, like, they're gonna do that for me. Okay, so I think, yeah, let's end this reading with some general messages oracle card. Please just ignore the siren. Like, I don't get it, like, why do they have to be so loud in my sound? So, anyways, Spirit, group 2, the soulmate that's gonna come in for group 2 here. If you could just wait until I ask my question. This has happened in group 1 as well. Like, I was starting to shuffle, and before I asked the question, there were so many cards flying out. So, the soulmate that's gonna come in for group 2. If they could tell group 2 something, anything right now, what would they say? This soulmate. Okay. I don't want to lose you. I'm sorry, I'm just making a mess right here. I am manifesting you. That's sweet. Anything else? If they could tell group 2 anything, what would they say right now? The soulmate. Okay, I want you to choose. And a big fat yes. Okay, so group 2. I don't want to lose you. Like, this person, they will, or they always, like, they already are very, very close to you. Like, if they're not already in your life, they are going to be very, very close friends. Like, they're going to feel that you can trust them unconditionally. And yeah, they already have a lot of love for you, basically saying, like, not consciously maybe, but the higher self definitely is manifesting you already. Yeah, and you are very special to them, and they are going to be very special to you, because you two, you know, soulmates, they're going to come into our lives, not just randomly, but most of the times, it's kind of like the souls are making this contract before they, you know, come to Earth together to, you know, teach each other certain lessons. And This is kind of the thing that you two maybe you have met in previous lifetimes before. And I think there's a certain like special kind of connection between the two of you. With the Three of Cups, it's a very happy, very, very beautiful connection, platonically, I think. Yeah, I don't get much of you know, romance here. It's very platonic, very beautiful love. Yeah, with I am manifesting you, this is I think also the how's it called, the Magician, major arcana card, I think. In the traditional tarot, when I like all these cards from the Hermit Tarot, they're kind of like you know, similar to the traditional tarot cards. So I'm manifesting you, I think, is the Magician, the first major arcana card. Basically telling you that, yeah, they're you can't miss them, and they can't miss you. This is divinely guided, divinely orchestrated, with the Temperance card here also, to remind you of that. This is all happening in divine timing, and they're just calling you to be, you know, don't worry that they're gonna miss you or that you're gonna miss them. They definitely come into your life or be in your life and you know, teach you this lesson anyway, so you can't miss them, basically. And yeah, they are very, very keen on you to take lead over your life. You know, they don't want to guide you in a certain direction the whole time. Like they wanna show you like your opportunities, and this opportunity in specifically, but they want you to actually make the decisions, you know, to make the call. They want to teach you to be more independent, and they want to show you how you can, you know, unlock this aspect of yourself with the cat spirit, I think, and with the shadow work, of course. Basically, this is very beautiful because they're not here to, you know, to take the lead. They're not here to take your hand and just show you the way. They basically they want you to do the work. They're just opening your eyes to it. So it's a very, very self-empowering soulmate, which is beautiful. And yeah, I get a very excited energy here. So I guess they're gonna come in soon, group 2, if they're not already here. They're gonna come in soon. In case of signs, earth energy a lot here, so it could be an earth sign: Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Yeah, but basically anything could be possible here. So we have also air energy and water energy, and we have more air energy here. So earth and air is coming in strong. Air would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, so they could have those signs prominent in the chart on the big 3, but they don't have to. It's just a yeah, just a little, you know, tip, little hint for some of you. So group 2, this is what I have for you. I hope you like this reading. If you did, give this video a like. I'm doing tarot videos every Saturday. I'm gonna link one of them over here for you to watch if you want to. I didn't post last week because this was a bad week, but I'm gonna post again regularly in the future. And I also do other stuff as well, as I said. Do a bit of shadow work, like spirituality in general, astrology. I started a series on that if you're interested. And yeah, just check it out if you want to. If you don't think this was your pile group 2, then you can go back and choose another one if you want to. If not, I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, hopefully we see each other again in another video soon. Goodbye. Hello and welcome, group 3. If you chose this brown vanilla scented candle, then this is gonna be your reading. I'll put your candle over here for now, and we take a look at your tarot and oracle cards. Asking spirit, who's the next soulmate that's gonna come into your life, and what will their purpose in it be? Yeah. So first tarot card that came out for you, group 3, is Judgment. Starting off with the major arcana card. Ooh, that's exciting. Oh my god, we have the Sun. I don't know if I've ever seen the Sun in this deck. This seems just like a new card for me right now. Okay. Okay, then we have the Tower. Okay. The Two of Wands. I'm gonna take all your cards out and then we talk about them, okay? And we have Strength as your 5th card, your 5th tarot card. So 4 out of 5 are major arcana cards, group 3. Okay, I don't know what to make of this. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have the Koala Spirit, number 35. Spirit has a plan. How often can you say the word spirit in one sentence? Sorry. Then we got your Threads of Shade oracle card is the Creator. Just making sure that you can see those beautiful gold threads. And then we have your Monology card, New Moon and Gemini. Communication is key. And we have for your Starseed oracle card, the Great Severing. I think it's pronounced that way, severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay. So group 3, I think it would be easier to tell you which things your soulmate is not gonna do for you. Because this is so much. We have 4 major arcana cards here. This is... wow. I think group 3, I'm not saying this lightly, but this could even be a twin flame. I don't know if you believe in twin flames, just take it as it resonates. If you don't believe in twin flames, then it's gonna be a very, very important soulmate in your life, because there are so many aspects here that I think this person is gonna be very entangled with your life for long term, basically. And also with the Gemini card here, you know, Gemini is not only talking about duality, but also about it's in the tarot, the Lovers is also Gemini energy. So this is why, you know, I say it could be a twin flame connection if you believe in twin flames. Just stay where you are. Stay put. Okay, so basically, let's start with the Two of Wands because this is easy. Group 3. Basically, this soulmate or twin flame is gonna come in when it's time for you to expand. Basically, it's a time of expansion, and they are here formally to you know, to get you started into this expansion. The Two of Wands is, it can be about traveling, can be about moving, but it's basically about, you know, expansion and you know, planning, basically planning to make choices, planning to move. It's a very, very structured, very process that mostly takes place in the mind. A lot of decisions to make. This is basically gonna be a time when they come in. They'll maybe have to make a decision, also with the Gemini card here, like between moving or not moving, or between going after one thing and leaving something else behind. This could be quite severe severing. It could be quite quite important in your life, quite heavy decision, because it's bringing a lot of change with the Tower here. The Tower moment is not always like this great storm as it's portrayed here. It's just a radical change. So this could be a radical change for you at the time the soulmate's gonna come in. And they're also gonna bring radical change. But also a lot of happiness. A lot of happiness. We have so much fire energy here with the Wands, with the Sun, with the Strength card. We have Leo here. So very passionate connection, very, very happy connection, very beautiful. And yeah, they have, I think that the overall purpose of this connection is just to be there for you, to be someone to share it with, because there's so many aspects in here with all these major arcana cards. I think the overall purpose of the soulmate is just to be at your side when all these great things happening in your life. Group 3, I think there's something very big coming for you. With the Judgment card, it's something that is basically literally meant to be. Judgment is all about, judgment from above, judgment from within. It's a moment of truth. It's a moment of, things coming together, things that are meant to be just playing out together so well that you just see that they were divinely orchestrated and was just meant to be. It was just meant to happen. And yeah, I think this is all kind of connected. So you're gonna have a decision to make, and this decision is gonna be about great change, and it's gonna be something that is definitely meant for you, and it's gonna bring you a lot of happiness. But it's also gonna require a lot of strength from you. I don't want to lie to you, it's gonna require a lot of strength to make this decision. And the oracle cards are they are telling me the backstory of what's happening over here. Because with the koala spirit, let's start here with the koala spirit. Number 35. The koala is basically a very peaceful spirit, right? They're slow moving, they're very grounded, they're very connected with nature, they're just out there, eating the eucalyptus and very peaceful, very slow, and they're at peace with, the things happening because they have a lot of faith, a lot of trust, and they just go with the flow, basically. I say basically a lot in your reading. I'm sorry if it bothers you. I hope not. This soulmate or twin flame that is gonna come in for you, they will bring you a lot of peace as well. Not only happiness, not only a lot of change, but also a lot of peace. And they will kind of remind you that there is a plan for everything, that things don't just happen out of nowhere, out of nothing, but they are all part of, the reality that we create for ourselves. Like nothing that happens to us, for us, is random, because we created everything and we attracted everything that's happening. So with the creator, let's talk about the creator card. It reminds me of the magician, which is another major arcana card in the traditional tarot, the first one. Number 1, the creator is a very interesting energy because it also has a lot of passion. The creator is full of creative potential, full of creative energy. But the creator card coming out is sometimes a warning. It could be about different things, about protecting your ideas, protecting things that you're gonna create, not, going out there with your creations too soon, but also a reminder that, if you feel blocked in your creation process, if you're in your manifesting process, then don't isolate yourself. If you think of a frustrated writer, for example, like what happens when they feel they have a writer's block or they can't write anything good anymore, they kind of isolate themselves and they obsess over the work. And this soulmate is, in one aspect, here to guide you to your inner peace, not feeling stuck or imprisoned within yourself, but find peace within and with your creative energy to bring it outward, like to the surface, like to the to the people in the right timing, basically. And that it's not about, this is interesting, like it's not about competition here, like you don't have to compete for anything, but it's about your own personal joy if you create something. I think this soulmate is gonna have a very, very important role in showing you, reflecting to you that creation in itself and living in itself is not about competing. It's not about being the best, it's not about being the quickest, it's not about being the strongest or the bravest. It's about progress, it's about expansion, it's about getting better, getting faster, getting stronger in your own time. And everyone is individual. Like every individual has their own timing, has their own things to work on, has their own problems and their own achievements. And it's very important for you in this process to, you know, communicate, basically. With a new one in Gemini, it's kind of this person coming in, starting a new cycle for you in connection, you know, connecting with the world, connecting with yourself, connecting with this person, basically. I'm sorry, why do I say basically so often? That doesn't happen in the other readings, I hope, but it's kind of very obvious right now. I try to not say it anymore. Communication is key. Basically. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. Group 3. This person, they might have a very big social circle. They might nudge you out of your comfort zone and bring you into more social situations. But specifically, it's about bringing the things that you got, like the things that you hold inside yourself, whatever it is you're creating here. If it's a business, or if it's some art, if it's a book, even if it's some kind of, you know, whatever it is, whatever project, whatever it is that you want to create, that you feel the need to create in this lifetime. Your purpose, one could say, but doesn't have to be. To communicate it to the outer world at the right timing. You know, when things align, basically. Oh, sorry. Damn it. Okay, and yeah, this person, as I said, they are very entangled into your life. They will be there for a long time, and they will show you a lot of great things, and you will have many positive, happy memories with this person. And the cool thing about it is, you know, you will support each other. There's no judgment here. Like, there's judgment here, but it's not like a judgment, you know, this person is not going to judge you for anything that you want to do or want to be. They will just be there to, you know, to be there, to support you, and just being there and being by your side. And this will be enough for you to go on this pathway of being the creator again, and finding this inner peace, and finding your own joy, and creating this change for yourself. With a Great Severing, this is also a shadow card. So it's addressing an aspect of the shadow self. In this case, anger. And yeah, it's connected to Mars, as it says here, Mars energy. With a Tower, we also got Pluto energy, I think. So got Scorpio vibes here. And a lot of, you know, fire sign as well. So also Scorpio, I think, is the most fiery sign of the water signs. So very passionate, very fiery. The Great Severing is basically, I'm sorry. The Great Severing is talking about anger that is kind of stuck inside of us, softening to a state of, you know, accepting anything that triggers us, any triggers, and healing them. Now, healing those triggers means healing those aspects of shadow, of our shadow, that we haven't accepted and owned until then. So it's kind of opening up to love again and letting go of anger. This is another thing that requires a lot of strength. And this is why I think it's another aspect this soulmate is kind of entangled in your life, or is going to be entangled in your life. There's so many aspects here. What else? So let's summarize. The next soulmate is going to come into your life. They will be very entangled with it and with you. You're going to have a great connection with them, a very in-depth, very beautiful connection. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it can even be a twin flame connection, but it's gonna vary for each and every one of you. And they will come in at a time where there is a decision to make for you. And it could involve moving. It could very well involve moving and involve a great deal of change, but also it's a very destined decision. It's a very destined change. It's a very fateful thing to happen. So it's gonna feel like everything is falling into place, like just the stars align, and you will have like this snap, opening your eyes to this inner sense of purpose. Okay, we will start creating again. You will start to find your inner joy, your inner peace, and finally being able to communicate to the world. Maybe you had troubles communicating it to the world before that. You haven't done that at all. I don't know. Basically, so this person is gonna open your eyes to your strength, to your happiness, to your inner peace, and it will help you finding your way to love, your way back to love. Very beautiful. So what I want to do, group 3, at the end of your reading, which is very intense, to get some channel messages cards from this person. Like if they could tell you, like say anything to you right now, this soulmate or this specific person, might be twin flame. If they could say anything to group 3 right now, what would they say? The soulmate could say anything. Here we have You Make My Heart Full. What else? This person could say anything. We have I Need More Time. This person could say anything. Okay. I'm obsessed with your body. Okay. So, just gonna flip the cards over. That's what I was saying, right? This person, they have a lot of love for you, and you will have lots of love for them. And they already can feel you. If they're not here already, they're gonna be there very soon. But right now, I think they have to work at some stuff in their own life with I Need More Time. And when they're finally there, group 3, I think it's something that I can't give you a time frame really, because this is so divine. It's just, this is gonna vary for each and every one of you. But it could be anything between 4 months to, I think could be around a year, about a year, the longest I think. Maybe you'll meet this person around June with the new moon in Gemini, June, July, who knows. And this, I mean, these are just hints, right? With I Need More Time, I also think when this person is gonna be there finally, you won't get enough of each other. If it's romantic or not, the connection that you two are going to have will feel very healing in itself. So you will spend a lot of time together. But with I'm obsessed with your body, I strongly get this, you know, sexual energy, this kind of obsessive, toxic thing. It doesn't have to be toxic, but I mean, it's hinting very much to a romantic relationship here, so didn't say anything. I just leave that here. Yeah, I just leave that here for you, group 3. You can make out of it whatever you want. Just saying that this person, they love you very much, even if it's just a platonic relationship. You two have a lot in common. I mean, Gemini is basically about, you know, 2 souls in one body. Could be about twin flames, could be about soulmates. But this is a great hint that you two are very connected. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end it here, group 3. God, very intense. I hope you liked that reading. If you did, then give this video a like. I post tarot videos every Saturday. I'm gonna link one over here for you if you want to check it out. Yeah, but I do other stuff as well on my channel. I had Some things about shadow work as well. I talk about spirituality in general. Astrology, I started a series on that recently. Yeah, I also make music sometimes, so check it out if you want to. If you don't think this was your pile group 3, then you can go back and choose another one if you want to. If not, I wish you a wonderful day and hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.